So join us today for making a sausage, egg, cheese, grit, brunch bake with a good old pineapple orange spritzer to go right along with it. Good Southern gal about making a recipe for a brunch, National Brunch Month. You know we're going to come up with something that has to do with our favorite ingredient, which is good old grits. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is get our grits ready. So I've got 2 cups of vegetable broth that I'm bringing up to a good simmer. You can use chicken broth if you want to, but I'm going to be using vegetable broth. So I'm just going to add my grits to my simmering broth. Now don't use instant grits for this. Use regular grits. And I will have the recipe down in the description box below the video. We're going to add about a half a teaspoon of salt and a cup of half and half. And we're just going to stir it. I'm going to let this come up to another good simmer. And I'm just going to stand here and stir this while it comes up to a low boil, or what you might call a good simmer. And then I'll let it cook for anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes. It just depends. But I'll keep stirring it. You just want it until it thickens up. And back here I've got a pound of breakfast sausage that I cooked up. You can use your favorite breakfast sausage, or you can use some Italian sausage if you want to. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to let this come up to another good simmer and keep stirring it until they thicken up. Okay, our grits have been cooking for about 10 minutes. You can see how they've thickened up. They're good and creamy. And they're pretty much done. So I'm going to turn the heat off of them, and then we're going to assemble our beautiful grit brunch bake. Okay, while our grits are still good and hot, you want to add, I'm using a cup of parmesan. Now, you can use any of your favorite cheeses, Gouda or whatever you like to use, Gruyere, whichever. So I put a cup of Parmesan. I'm going to put, this is a whole cup of sharp cheddar cheese and mild. I'm going to put 3/4 of it in there. I'm going to say 1/4 of it. I'm going to stir this around. I've also got a tablespoon of butter. Doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted. So you want to do this while your grits are still hot. So to melt that butter and your cheese will start melting in there. Let's see. I need some pepper. Just put the amount of pepper that you like in your grits. Stir that around. Okay, I have got 1 green onion chopped up here. You can put a little more if you want to. I'm going to put 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Stir that around. This is getting to smell so good, y'all. I've got my oven heated to 350. Let's see. I've got, I believe this is 16 ounces. No, I'm sorry. This is about 10 ounces of spinach, frozen spinach that I thawed out, and then you want to squeeze all the juice out of it. So we can go ahead and add that. And then we've got our sausage. And our bowl's getting pretty full. Our pot's getting pretty full, y'all. I can just only imagine how good this is going to be. I know a lot of y'all are saying, Miss Lori, I like polenta. If you like polenta, you'll like grits. I'm pretty sure. So that was 10 ounces of thawed spinach, chopped spinach that I squeezed the juice out of. Now what I'm going to do is put my sausage in here. So we're just going to grab our sausage that we have cooked up and crumbled up. We're going to stir all that together. So you can pretty much do this in one pot. You may want to get you a little bigger pot than Miss Lori did, but I think it's going to work. Now we have 3 beaten eggs over here. So as soon as I get this stirred up pretty good, oh, this smells so good. We're going to take our 3 beaten eggs and put those in there. Now we're just going to fold our eggs into this. Now y'all, if y'all don't want to use breakfast sausage, like I said, you can use an Italian sausage. You can use, maybe you got some leftover ham that you need in the freezer you need to use up. Just chop it up and do that. Now, if you don't want any meat in it, you don't have to put meat in it. Use a vegetable broth. Put you some, chop you up some mushrooms that you've sauteed. But just kind of fold them eggs in. Just like that. Now to prepare our skillet, we are using a cast iron skillet. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, use whatever baking dish that you have. So I've got a 10-inch here. You can use anywhere from a 10-inch to a 12-inch. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. This is 10-inch. I grease it good with olive oil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some cornmeal over the sides and over the bottom. And that's just going to help keep it from sticking to the bottom of that. Kind of like if you're making pizza or something. Just kind of helps that crust from sticking too bad. Okay, make sure I got everything in there. I'm pretty sure I do. So we're going to take this and put it in our skillet. Y'all, there's so many times that we have had Easter get-togethers and just different get-togethers that we would have a brunch instead of a lunch or, a dinner or something like that. And I just love it because I love all the different dishes that they come up with for a good old brunch. So I'm just going to spread that out evenly. Now, I cooked up about 4 slices of bacon, but I'm not going to put it on while it's baking in the oven. I'll put that crumbled up bacon on top when it comes out of the oven, because if you put it in before, your bacon is not going to stay crispy. It's just going to get soggy. So, But I do have some of this cheese left over, and I'm just looking at this right now to make sure, because this is going to bake. Now you can sprinkle this after you do your remaining cheese on top. You can put some red pepper flakes or something like that on it if you like it just a little bit spicy. But I'm not going to add my bacon yet. So we're going to put this in a 350 oven, anywhere from 45 minutes to 50 minutes, or until it's set up. So we got everything in there. It's in the pan, 350 oven. So let me go stick it in the oven, and when we come back, we'll crumble up some bacon on it, and we'll see how beautiful it is, and then we'll taste it. Okay, to top this brunch off, we're gonna make us a drink, and we're gonna be making us a pineapple orange seltzer. So I've got 3 cups of pineapple juice right here. I need a cup of orange juice. Pretty simple. Just stir that up real good. And you know, besides, you know, serving coffee or tea, a really nice beverage like this, a seltzer is what they call it. It's just really refreshing. So all you want to do is just put some glass in, put some glass in your ice, put some ice in your glass. And what we're going to do is pour about that much. Don't fill it up, because we're going to top it off with either seltzer water, sparkling water, or club soda. And that's what's going to give it that fizz. So whatever size cup you're using, put about 2/3 of your mixture here, and then top it off with your seltzer water. Oh my, that's absolutely delicious. I can tell y'all, I am never disappointed in this brunch spritzer. It's just always so refreshing. It's not too sweet, it's just right. It's got that carbonation in it, and it's wonderful. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed these recipes. You know, when it comes to a lot of our like holidays or Easter holidays, sometimes we just don't want to do a really big lunch or dinner. So a brunch is always just this really awesome thing to put together, because there's just so many different recipes that we don't eat very often. So when you get all of these different brunch recipes and you put them all on one table, it's glorious is what it is. It's so good. So I'm going to taste this. Mr. Brown, of course, is with his mama, but he will be getting some of this when he comes in. You see how easy that come off? It didn't stick to it. I can smell the spinach and the sausage and all of that good stuff in there. It's hot. Mmm. That is so good, y'all. Miss Lori absolutely loves grits. There's a lot of people that's never, in the South, that's never even had grits, if you can believe that. There's a lot of people that eat polenta. And, but you can taste the grits, of course, and they have such a distinct flavor. Then you get the spinach, then you get the sausage, the garlic, the parmesan, and then the crumbly bacon and the cheese in there. Y'all, this is so good. Now, you can serve this with a little bit of hot sauce, whatever you please. But if you've got a big brunch going on, you got all this wonderful food on your table, it's just going to be hard to choose just a few. You're going to want a big plate. You want to go through there and get one of everything. And that's why when you put on a brunch, it's not real heavy food. It's not greasy food. It's not real heavy food. And it's a lot of time, it's finger food. But I can tell you, a lot of times me and Mr. Brown won't eat till about 10 o'clock. And we call that, we say we're fixing to eat brunch. So we won't eat again till later that afternoon. Sometimes, it just depends on how much we ate for brunch. We won't have a big supper. But we absolutely love to sit down around 10 o'clock and have brunch. This right here, you can freeze. You can either freeze it after you've baked it and then just thaw it out in your refrigerator and then just wrap it up and heat it in your oven, or mix it up, put it in a baking dish, cover it with foil, plastic wrap, put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready for it, thaw it out in your refrigerator about for 24 hours, and then stick it in a 350 oven and go ahead and bake it as usual. Just keep an eye on it. So you can make this ahead of time, but you will not be disappointed in this dish. And of course, you got to have something good to drink with it too. This is a very easy 3-ingredient spritzer. And I guess the flies are liking it too. It's that time of year. But it's so refreshing, y'all. Absolutely love it. So I hope y'all have enjoyed these recipes. There's 7 other channels that's doing the National Brunch Month. We're all doing this together. So if you'll go down below my video in the information box, click the word more, and all that'll come down. Sometimes you have to click it again for everything to come down, but there will be a list of every channel and all the good recipes that you can get a lot of good ideas from if ever you want to put on a really good brunch, whether it just be for Ladies' Day, something at church, a holiday, or whatever. You will not be disappointed. I know I'm not. So, from my blessed table to yours, we'll see y'all in a few days.